Hi guys, it's Deborah from North of Somewhere Nomad. So today in this video, I'm going to walk you through a part of my build. So I've been living in my van for about a month and a half, maybe a little bit more. And after the first week of just chilling, I started my build. The vision I had was that I would, start a project, finish it, start a project, finish it. Yeah, it's not turned out like that at all, which is fair enough because as I start each thing, it kind of starts to evolve. So anyways, part of my bed platform build, which you can check out my video on that for my van build, I made it in such a way that it has place for drawers. So what I'm going to do in this video today is show you the drawers that I'm putting in there and how they're being made, because traditionally, or what I thought I was going to do was get those metal drawer slides, but they're super expensive. So I came up with this idea. Well, I didn't come up with it. I've just been watching other people do their drawer builds, and this one struck gold. So I'm going to take you along while I do that and share with you guys this amazing process to build drawers. And they're not metal, they're wood. All right, guys, let's do it. So also, before we get started, to all my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I am inches away from hitting 4,000 subscribers and I'm crazy excited and blown away. But anyways, I wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, let's get into this drawer build. So this is my bed platform. So I built this structure underneath my bed so that I can make drawers for this section, which is huge amounts of room. So that's that one, and then that one. So the length of this drawer is about 33 inches. You can get slides, upwards of 30 inches, and so, but they're like $100 each. So for two. So that would be a pretty penny, which I don't want to spend when this is just kind of a rustic build anyway. Alternatives to metal slides. So I found a bunch of, woodworkers, I guess you could say, who were teaching people how to do wooden drawer slides. So I went and got these 1x2 cedar pieces of wood. This is hardwood, so this is cedar. Because my first thought was I would go and get, just the pine, the softwood 1x2s. But when I was talking to some of the guys in Home Depot, they said for the purpose that I'm using this for, a hardwood is best. Just because it's going to be taking some friction, and that purpose of these cedar planks, I guess, they're going to act as the runner. So at first I was like, what? How is that going to work? But what you do is put this Varathane finishing wax, several coats on top. And then on the bottom of the drawer, I'm going to also put a lot of this wax. And basically it's going to just slide with some smoothness to it. Okay, so I have screwed these down. I'm leaving, I don't know, somewhere around here, maybe 1.5 inches of space. So the drawer edge will only come to about there, the top of the drawer. Okay, so that's how that's going down. I'll show you from the back. Okay, so from the back, you can see basically like the front but in reverse. But the interesting thing about this slide is I'm going to have it so it can pull out at the front and pull out at the back. So let's get started. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wax the cedar planks one more time, because I did it a couple days ago. It's nice and smooth, but I feel like one more coat would do well. So I'm making a very simple box, but with only 3 sides, obviously. Okay, so spoiler alert. I'm not a carpenter, other than just I love working with wood. I have built my whole build, or what I've done so far, completely by myself. Yeah, and so the point of that is just to let, you know, other people know who are living in their van and want to build it out. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars hiring somebody. You know, you may need guidance and assistance from some people, and that's, you know, I totally appreciate people who have helped me, but along the way I've like, no, I want to do it myself. Okay, another really great resource I have used is Home Depot. They will cut wood for their customers, you know, like for instance, when I bought a sheet of plywood, and I had like 15 different pieces that I wanted to utilize from that whole piece of plywood, and they did all the cuts. I mean, so here's what I did with this 1/2-inch plywood, like the cheapest one you can get, and I'll just show you how I got it cut up. Okay, so this is almost an entire sheet of plywood with some little scrap pieces. So I took the measurements for the bottom of the drawer, and then the sides, how high I wanted it to go up, and then also the face. However, I don't want the face to come beyond these posts that I created, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to slide it out from the back. So everything has to stay flush. Okay, so I decided to go with wood glue and these little 1-inch finishing nails. I'm not sure that this is going to work, but I'm going to start with those. And then if it's not holding enough, I will go back to wood screws. But I've never done this, so I want to try it. Okay, so first things first, I also don't have access to clamps or a work table. And everybody who I've watched has built drawers has all the accessories to help them line it up. But I think I have a plan. This is all like new. This project is new from anything else I've done. So this is going to be raw footage of me figuring this out. It's not going to be perfect, and for sure there's going to probably be some changes. Well, I know there will be some changes. So the most important part about these projects is just dive right in. So let's do it. Hi guys. Okay, I'm picking up where I left off on my drawer build with wooden slides, and I'm here in my van working on a 33-inch piece of wood. Well, a 33-inch long drawer. But you know, my van is nice and warm, and this build has been built in every kind of situation you can imagine, except for a shop. So anyways, I'm going to carry on, and I'm just going to show you the components of my drawer. I showed you the drawer slides, and yeah, so I'll just get started. It's pretty basic, a basic box, but I'll show you how I'm doing it, because there's different ways that people do a drawer box. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so before I get started constructing my drawer box, I'm just going to show you the pieces that I have and how it's all going to come together, and then we're going to build this baby. All right, so this is the base, obviously, and it's cut the entire length of the drawer slide, because in my last clip I said I'm going to be able to pull the drawer out from the back and then also pull it forward. And if I wanted to, I could actually pull it all the way forward into the front entrance here of the van, which is beautiful. Okay, so you really have to measure these things. That's pretty much the hardest part. So this is the base, and it's on the slide, and you can already see, like, this hasn't even been waxed, and it's just a nice smooth slide. Okay, so I want this bottom to be flush with everything else here. There may be something going here, I'm just not sure yet. Things evolve organically in this build. Okay, so what comes next now are the sides. And this is where you have to really measure. So one side is going to go, I want my sides to be inside of the base. I might have to do it in reverse on the other side, which would be, the alternative would be to go like that. Okay, but for this one, I'm going like that. And then this one is going out. Okay, so basically like that. And then the front part of or the face, I guess, will go flush with everything else, basically. And then I'm either going to put a handle here, or I have enough space to just pull it out. But that's many steps ahead. So, like I said, I'm not in a shop. I don't have clamps. I'm doing this with a hammer, nail, and wood glue. But I've done lots of things sort of in that way. It doesn't have to be fancy-dancy. You can just make things work with what you have, right? Okay, so I'm going to start by hammering. Well, first put wood glue and then hammer. But what I have to do is I'm going to have to move the camera because I got to slide the wood back here where I am. So I'll see if I can set up the camera in such a way that we can do it in this extremely micro tiny space. There's enough room for me, but I don't know about the camera. So anyways, I'm going to get started on that. All right, guys, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do the first piece because I think that's the most challenging one. I'm using my bed frame to hold the bottom of the drawer in place while I'm hammering. Okay, so that's how this drawer is going. So I'll be nailing from here all the way into the side of the bottom piece. Right? So, and then I'm using my propane stove to just hold it upright. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. It's glued and nailed, and I was very generous with my nails. You probably can't see them, but you know, I just want to make sure it's good and solid. And it was very satisfying to do. I'll tell you. I looked at the nail guns that you can get to do these, but way too expensive. And with a nail gun, you miss out on the gratification that comes with pounding nails into wood. Okay, so that's one side. Okay guys, so both the sides are on now. And they're solid. Well, once the face plate goes on, which is next, they'll be totally solid. I was very generous with the nails. So yeah, so I'm liking how it turned out. Okay guys, so both drawers are done. That one I've just finished it, so I'm gonna let the glue dry. But this guy's gonna get sanded. Well, they're both gonna get sanded. Just rough, like I'm not going to town on this. I just don't want any like rough edges. And then the next step that I'm gonna do after this will be staining. Well, I've got a stain polyurethane mix. I like how they turned out. They're really great. The only thing I would say, I don't recommend nailing, this is the front, right? So nailing into it, because I've been like testing it out, and when I pull, and over time, these little finishing nails are going to pull out. So my solution to that is going to be, I'm going to use this strap, and I'm going to like screw it in like flush with there, and then there's going to be a little bit of give, and then I'll screw it into that so that this part, the side part, is going to take the brunt of the pulling, and then I'll just pull it like that. I like it. Okay, same thing on that one. You can see there's an error. And I was not going to go back to Home Depot and buy another whole sheet of plywood. No way. So that strap, I will probably put it so that it's flush with here. Sorry, I know my hands are full of glue. Yeah, so I'm okay with it. I was pretty disappointed at first, but that'll easily get covered up by the strap. Okay, so I've completely sanded both my drawers, and now it's ready for the stain. So I'll show you which stain I got. It's this stain and polyurethane blend, and I'm going with the classic black satin because I think it's going to give a nice contrast to the rest of the interior of my build. So we're going to start with the drawers. It gives very specific instructions to stir it, not shake it. And so I'm going to follow the instructions. Yeah, so it comes with a stir stick. And then it also says to use a natural bristle paintbrush. I did get some foam ones because some of the YouTube videos that I follow, they swear by the foam brush. So I'm going to start with the bristle and then test out using the foam brush. It also says to do a test strip, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get started on staining my wooden drawers. Yeah, so after I'm finished the staining and it's dry, I'm going to apply the wax underneath. And I'll probably do another coat of wax on the wooden slides. Okay guys, here I go. Normally I would use cardboard or newspaper, but I don't have access to that cardboard right now, so I'm just going to use a garbage bag. Okay. Wow, that's pretty black. Here's my test piece. So I'm just gonna do one little section. I should have got some of those latex gloves, but I didn't. So it says to do one coat and then sand it and then do the next coat, or like do a second coat. What the heck? So I'm not sure if I want to do that, but we'll see. Like, I don't want it to look like it's painted, you know? And that's one of the reasons why I got this really rough plywood, because this is the finished style of plywood. It would have been easier to sand and all that, but like, I really don't want it to look like it's painted. So let's just see how this goes. Okay. In fact, I saw a bunch of people who were making the wood look like it was distressed, you know, like barn wood. So I almost thought I would do that Takes quite a few different products, but I think we'll just go with this. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna see how it goes. It's a little bit on the shiny side right now, but it says it'll be satin. Okay, I'll put this up here. Or actually, I should have got cardboard. I'll have to go and get some cardboard. All right, guys, are you ready to check out my drawers for my minivan build with wooden drawer slides? DIY, everything, of course. So let's go have a look. Ta-da! All right, so I'm super proud. I love the look of my drawers, and it's gonna blend with all the other parts of my build, which the kitchen is next. So anyways, back to the drawers. So I built them under my bed platform, and if you're interested in seeing how I built the bed platform, go check out my video on that. Okay guys, so these are just 2x2s and 4x4s. Like, it's just a mixture of those two sizes, and then my platform is right there. I would highly recommend putting the sides of the drawer against the front panel rather than outside, because you can only pull on that so many times before it's just going to come apart. So what I did was I put these just straps. I think I got this from a duffel bag. And what I've done is screwed it in to the side panel and over here, so that it's taking the weight. Well, the side panels are taking the weight. And then you can just pull. Okay, so this drawer is 33 inches long. Basically, it spans the entire length of the bed platform. And there's so many great things about this. So it comes all the way out like that. But what I've done is I've kind of made it a divider about 2/3 of the way down, so that I can access from the front. It's a pretty good slide. I'm super happy with the slide. Basically, from the front, I can, access my clothes, and then from this front drawer is where I've got some cooking utensils and some dry food, and a couple little bowls and things like that. Because I'll tell you, I generally sit on a little stool right here, so I can pull this drawer out and then push it back. And if I have to get to my clothes, I just scooch right over to here. And also I can pull it out from on top of the bed if I didn't really want to get out of bed, but I usually do every morning. So I did 2 coats on the outside and 1 coat on the inside, because though it looked kind of rustic with just 1 coat, this just cleaned it up really nice. From here, if I'm on the bed and I need to grab something, okay, my door just decided to shut. That's all right. Okay, so from down here, I can access the drawers as well by, I've got these as well, these straps, and then I just pull out, and then I can get what I need. I think what I'm gonna do though is switch my toiletry stuff to the front and then the clothes to the back, because I've got pretty much all the things I need that I use in the morning when I'm sitting up front. And then same thing with this drawer. It just pulls out. I love it so much. And then when I'm done, I just push it like that. Yeah, so it comes in and out. And it's perfect for the second part of this project, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So there you have it, guys. My DIY drawers for my van build, and also the wooden drawer slides. Okay guys, so there you have it, my minivan build with drawers and wooden drawer slides. So guys, if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.